So today we are here not only to celebrate the success of our PhD program, but to honor the driving force behind its excellence. You can see the names of our former DP chairs on the slide. I would like to mention that these are not just names. They are synonymous to dedication, perseverance, and pursuit of excellence. During their respective tenures as program chairpersons, they undertook the responsibility with an unwavering commitment to establish our program as a benchmark for other institutions. The results of their hard work are evident in the recognition of our program and has received recognition that our program has received at both national and international levels. Today we are here to congratulate and honor their exceptional contributions. So we will go, as you can see the names, we'll go in the reverse order because Professor Saranka has to leave. And I am also very excited to, host this felicitation because I was under the regime of Professor Harita Saranga, prior to her, Professor Reggie George, and prior to him, Professor Shashidhar Murthy. And we have seen major changes in our tenure. First change was something that we were mentioning. We had as low as 21,000 stipend when we joined. And I think in our second or third year, correct me if I'm wrong, my batchmates, third year, so it changed to 32, right? That was a high. So that was one of the major changes. Second major change that one of my batchmates will not recognize because he had to leave early. But others of us recognized the other major change. Our stipend was due till March end, but that was extended to June end. So that was a 3-month extent of that hiked stipend. So that was amazing for us. So thank you for the major changes. So we will start with Professor Harita Saranga. I would like to invite Professor Harita, the most recent former chairperson of this doctoral program, to join us on stage. She supported and guided this program with outstanding leadership, very importantly, during the most challenging time of the COVID-19 pandemic, right? So thank you so much, ma'am, for your tireless effort that you've invested in this program.
I would like Professor Rishi to come on stage.
I would invite Professor Reggie George, who is everyone's favorite on stage. As PhD chair, Professor Reggie George has had time for all his PhD students. He interacted with everyone on their PhD journey and helped them push themselves to meet the timelines. I now invite Professor Shashidhar Murthy on stage. During his tenure, he introduced major changes in manual, like establishing timelines for thesis milestones, such as DAC formation, thesis proposal, and defense. During his time as the FPM chair, Professor Shashi introduced major changes to the program manual. I would now invite Professor Gopal Nayak on stage. So I was personally not under his tenure, but I had the privilege to be in his class for research methods, which is what we go on, using throughout our lives. So thank you, Professor Gopal Nayak, for that.
Now moving on, Professor Deepak Sinha, he was not here. So we'll move forward. Now we'll go to Professor L. Prashad. He was here in the morning session, but he has to leave because of some work. So now we'll move forward with Professor Geeta Sen. We'd like Professor Chiranjeev to please come on stage and collect the memento on behalf of ma'am. So please come on stage. Professor PG Apte is also not here. Then next we have Professor Chiranjeev Sain. So I would request Rishi sir to please felicitate sir. Now I'd like to have Professor V. Ranganathan on stage. Thank you so much for joining, sir. Thank you so much for making this event a special one. Professor T.P. Gopal Swami, Professor V.K. Tiwari, and Professor Shyamal Roy could not join us today. So now we'd like to invite Eshwaramma, the Professor Nagana's wife, to please join us on stage. Thank you so much for coming, ma'am. We are delighted to see you here. Now, last but not the least, I would like to invite our first DP chair, Professor T Krishna Kumar, on stage. Now, I'd like to specially mention Professor Anant Krishnamurthy for making this event a successful one. And he is the current DP chair we have here. Now we'll move forward with the felicitation of the staff. I'd like to request Akshay and Himanshu to take over, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am a fifth-year PhD student in the finance and accounting area. Now we would like to felicitate the individuals who serve as the backbone of our PhD program, managing every aspect from start of the admission process to the defense of all the students. These individuals also attend to the requirements of all the PhD students with the same level of care as they would for their own children.
Yeah, so we'll start with the in the way that each of the staff joined the DP office. So we'll start with Sharat Kumar sir. I would also like to mention
Yeah, I will request BP Venugopal sir, our senior office assistant, former senior office assistant, to come on stage. He's not his daughter. Okay.
So next we have V. Bhavani. I would request her to come to join the stage.
Next, I would request Geeta Raghunathan ma'am to please come on stage.
Next, I'd request GS Anjali ma'am to please come on stage.
Now we will move forward with our current staff at the doctoral program office. I would request Shankarappa Bharat sir to please come on stage.
Next we have Shilpa ma'am.
Next, I would request Ashoka ma'am to please come on stage.
Next, I'll request Srinath sir to come on stage.
Next, I would request Kankesh sir to please join us. We would also like to thank Joboy, Padma Anantachara, and Bhanumati T, who we were not able to contact to join us here.
So as we celebrate this momentous occasion, we are excited to recognize and celebrate the graduation milestone of our few students. Again, I would request Professor Rishi to be on stage. So our 50th student, our Vasanti ma'am, please.
At
Yeah. Our
At 100th place, we have Pankaj sir from Quantitative Methods and Information Systems area.
Next, at the 150th student, Professor Nanili Guhesh from QMI's area.
At 200th place, we have Karen ma'am from OBHRM area.
So at 250th, we have Professor R. Sridevi, and for 300, we have Professor Akansha Mishra. Both of them are not here, so we'll move forward with them. Thank you, Professor Rishikesh, once again for doing the honors. Sir, Professor Rishi, one more.
Now, I would like to invite Professor T Krishna Kumar, our first doctoral program chair, to give memento to Professor Rishikesh.